Hey guys, it's Jake and it's my first Project Zomboid video, and I'm just going to go over my top 5 bases that I've been playing at, mostly in build 42, stable and unstable. I know the map's changed, so that's why I'm going to go through some of the new ones, and I'm trying to keep this map, there's one like in this video that is my personal favourite that for some reason I find it really fun to play at. If you like this video and like Project Zomboid, let me know and I'll make some more like base videos. So let's get into it before I dither too long and you will click off. Starting the list off, we have the Moldra Radio Tower. And the reason I really like this base is it almost acts, in my opinion, as the jack of all trades kind of base. It's massively gated off other than the small hole in the top side of it that you can just about see on screen now. You've got 2 starting buildings that give you, when you're first setting up, a little bit of structure. You can get a bed in there or a sleeping bag and you can set up. And it just, I like to role play the idea of I'm trying to get the radio tower to start working again, to try and either start a radio station or communicate. Yeah, I think to communicate with others. Yeah, the only thing you got to look out for is that tower in the middle does block your view of your other anything behind it because it doesn't clip through when you're behind it. So I'd almost use that far building as a sort of storage building, and this first one I'd almost build off that as your main base. With this lovely base, you've got that little building here in the middle, this little like, I don't know what the hell you call it, little building. Then you've got a lot of area for farming around, and you've got gates you can wall off quite easily and build, and there's no zombies nearby. And if you run out of room for farming, you have got a massive field behind you. I'll keep it short, but this is a nice base to almost build yourself and build up. We'll get on to the next base now. The next base is a little bait and tackle shop just between Brandenburg and Riverside. This is, for some reason, my personal favourite base that I've done so far. Just that I come across it, and I don't know, for some reason I found it like it's not near zombies, or not near many zombies once you clear the area, and it's not that far to drive to points of interest in Riverside, and you are just off a main road. And I find it almost, you have the whole bottom floor for storage and the top floor for living. The only thing I would say is probably on the bit of the small side, but some people prefer that, like I do. In the winter months in the game, you're camping there with your stove in there. You've got this massive grassy area out the back of it, and the reason I like this is you can plant crops, and if you haven't got fenced it off, it really doesn't matter because there's not that many zombies to worry about. You've got these lovely buildings nearby, these 2 warehouses. One's I think a restaurant, and one's like a general store type place. And then just down the road, you've got a gas station or petrol station if you're English like me, and this is literally on the road to the bait and tackle, so you have to pass it to get there, unless you decide to drive through the trees, I suppose. As long as it doesn't say out of gas, and if it does that, I'd probably restart your game or something like that. But you've almost got like a supply of petrol that's not that far away from your base. And almost what I do is I collect your petrol from far away and leave this as your last resort with a generator hooked up. And we'll get on to number 3, because I like this cozy base, but we'll get on to the next one, alright? Third on the list, we have a very classic map location, the McCoy Manor, I think this is called. Just not that far off of Moldra. I think you go on the road out, and it's a little bit out the way, but this base is so self-sufficient. It's got all your stuff for doing your metalworking, blacksmith stuff for the new build 42. I've not based here yet, I don't think. I think maybe once I based here, but it's a bit almost big for my liking when I come here. I like the small little bases more, but I definitely might try one here and just to almost test the new metalworking really easily. It's such a nice base. It's got a nice fishing area outside. It's got inside. It's just got in general like a lot of rooms. It's got all you got 2 garages, one on the shed, one underneath the house. And then you've got a lot of rooms down below for storage. Like a lot of storage for. You got a freezer room for freezing whatever you need to freeze. And then the top floor you got almost your living area is what I do it as. Then the top floor you've got, in general, just a massive area of bedrooms. Almost clear them out and maybe turn one into your personal bedroom. And then almost what I do is have them either storage or just role playing. I don't know what, but role playing certain aspects. Outside, you've got a massive pre-made farming area that you can always expand or keep as is. That you can see just off the screen now. Depends when you start the game. This is an August start, I think I did here. Maybe a late July start, so that's why some of the crops are going over. But the normal start, early July, if you come here early, all these crops will be ready to harvest. It's a brilliant base, and you have got the farming area off the other side. And with the farming area, you can set up chickens, cows, pigs, and get into that animal husbandry system. So this base is probably a 10 out of 10 base, great for multiplayer. We'll get on to the fourth one on the list, so let's get on to number 4 now. We have Echo Creek Gas Station. This base is probably another perfect one. You've probably played in it, but if you're new to the game, this is probably the mega beginner friendly base. You've got petrol station attached to it, a whole basically house as a floor with multiple rooms for storage and multiple bedrooms that you can just turn into storage rooms. Massive living room, massive kitchen with a dryer and washer, which is quite hard to come by with that electrical. You even got some, I mean, it's not even a small basement, it's a massive basement with a lot of storage. You've also got a massive area to store your cars, and you've almost got an outdoor parking for almost like a bigger vehicle, like a lorry or maybe an RV if you're on the RV interior mod. As you can see, the petrol pumps are outside, which I've already mentioned, but if they're full of gas, you're so set up. A lovely diner that you can use for storage, or some big kitchen and another shop underneath, but I normally just keep them as is. This base is a 10 out of 10. Quiet spots, not great loot other than Guns Unlimited not far away. We'll get on to the next one, so this video stays under 10 minutes hopefully. And now last on the list is probably the best base and a lot of everyone's favourites in the new Build 42 stable branch, Rosewood Fire Station. Maybe one better fire station location, but we'll do that in a future video if you want top 10 like urban areas or just overall bases, but these are like my 5 favourite. This base has had a massive upgrade from the last stable or unstable branch. Wow, it's got double-sided garage now, which is massive. It's not as secure, but you can almost fence it off easier now with the little mesh fences around that are easier to break than before, but you ain't got to worry too much. It's got the bottom floor is massive, but it's just lost its storage, but it's massive now, and probably those spare rooms you can turn into storage easier. It's got the roof now that everyone had a sledgehammer onto before is now accessible. That's just amazing. The top floor's pretty much the same, other than they've removed the bedroom area or they turned it into like bunk beds. And they've almost like just added a bigger kitchen, which is nice. And then on the top floor, this is now a massive gym area with an outdoor, massive outdoor area you can walk on with a little ladder up to the, almost like the watchtower building, which obviously you can't climb up at the minute, but they're 100% going to add ladders in. And they got the stairs down to the other lower bit. If it was me, I'd turn this either into like a lookout, or I'd be turning it into a crop farm up above, a nice little crop farm up above with like, I don't know what crops I grow, but some. Because I always enable that in settings, because you can grow crops on a roof if you take dirt up to the roof. Got the massive lake now that you can fish from. This base is so self-sufficient, it's amazing. Maybe you could have a bit more dirt area for growing crops, but you can probably live with that. Just going to round the video quickly now, and if you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and comment your favourite bases below in the new stable branch, and tell me if you want to see a top 5 urban areas or rural locations or unique bases or anything else to do with Project Zomboid, because I do love this game. It's just not one I've posted a lot of, but it's my most played game this year.